Hello Curious! As if it were a soap opera or a movie, in today's video we're going to tell you about some of the most famous celebrities who had affairs with their bodyguards. From Pamela Anderson, who was lately put in the spotlight by her fans after she secretly married her bodyguard, to royal personalities. That's right, like Princess Diana and Princess Stephanie of Monaco, and other high-profile celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Scarlett Johansson, among many other stars who some of them might surprise you. So make sure you stay with us until the very end. But before we continue, don't forget to hit the bell and the subscription button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook so you stay up to date with the latest celebrity gossip. So, dear Curious, at this time we recommend you get comfortable with a trip because this gossip is very entertaining. The truth is that this topic reminds us a bit of the movie The Bodyguard, which starred Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner, or some kind of soap opera that you find in the later hours of the night while channel surfing and as nothing good is on. Okay, so let us get to the start of the list of celebrities who had relationships with their bodyguards, with Pamela Anderson, who is known for being quite controversial. She has previously commented on the fact that she definitely believes in marriage, and many have pointed out that she believes in it so much that she's already on her 5th one. This time she tied the knot with her bodyguard, so maybe the 5th time is the charm. Previously, Pamela was married to Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee back in 1995, but they ended up getting divorced in 1998. They have 2 children together, Brandon age 23 and Dylan age 22. She later married and divorced Kid Rock in 2006, and then the same happened when she said I do with Rick Solomon in 2007, and the two were together until 2013. However, this marriage to her bodyguard, Dan Hayhurst, took place during a private ceremony at her Vancouver Island home on Christmas Eve. The former model has said in interviews that she fell in love with her now husband during her 40s. And if you want to know more about Pamela and her troubled relationship with Lee, then be sure to click on the link above. But for now, don't go anywhere yet, as we have more gossip to come. Let's talk about the outfit that the former Playboy mate chose, and she wore a blue wedding skirt and a cream corset designed by Janet Ross. Her veil was by Valentino, and under the dress, a pair of Hunter Rain boots. What do you think of that, Curious? Early last year, and 7 months after her scandalous separation from the French soccer player Adil Rami, Anderson shared a photo with Hollywood mogul John Peters, announcing that they were married. 8 days later, they were already separated. She definitely beat Kim for the title of shortest marriage, as the Kardashians' shortest marriage was one that was only 72 days. So, back to the main topic though. In statements made to Page 6, Peters had said that the actress only married him to pay off her debts. Sheesh. The second star on our list is none other than our top diva Kim Kardashian, because no matter how glamorous her life is, as it is well known that Kim loves everything that shines, and this time her eyes were caught on her bodyguard, and nothing went undetected by the media and the fans of the famous Kardashian-Jenner clan, and the comments were going around the internet and tabloids that her relationship with the man who was identified as Shango Dean from Australia. The iconic event of them two having a passionate makeout session was even featured on the family reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. However, their romance was short-lived. But now that Kim is once again single, fans are wondering what might rekindle her romance with someone from her past, and some have even said that Shango was down as possible as a romantic interest. However, that most likely won't happen, as less than 2 months after Kim and Kanye tied the knot, he did the same with his now wife Sally. Up next, we have our beloved actress and singer from the Bronx, Jennifer Lopez. She is on the list for the reason many of you might remember, and yes, that is her marriage to her bodyguard and personal trainer, Oyani Noah, which was actually the star's first marriage. However, Lopez was not a very good reference for future marriages, as in interviews, J-Lo described that she wanted to have a church wedding, and she had some pretty harsh words for her first 2 marriages to Oyani and Chris Judd, where she went on to say, "I've never been married in a church, and I've been married 3 times, and once was in 9 months and the other was 11 months, so I don't really count them. But I was married to Mark for 10 years with kids." Regarding the singer's first marriage, not many details are known from him since she made him sign a confidentiality agreement. Oyani told people that his professional plans for 2020, and he revealed that he was dating a well-known Hispanic personality and that he hasn't spoken to Jennifer in 12 years. However, he did confess that he would like to see her again because he had a pending question to ask her, and these revelations were made in 2020. In interviews, which were in Spanish, he said that the singer was the one who was unfaithful, and back then there was outcry around the couple, which which alluded to the fact that they had practiced Santeria, due to videos were leaked to the press. Then there was Amy Winehouse, and before her passing, the singer was in a relationship with her bodyguard, who was only known as Neville. Although their relationship never made headlines in the tabloids, her close friends recalled the singer felt very comfortable with her bodyguard, and it's public knowledge that the singer's tragic passing was due to her troubles with high-percentage beverages and past troubles with illicit substances. The accusations began the same day that the singer had lost her life. The main people who were at the time blamed were her father, her ex, Blake Fielder Civil, the press, and the industry. From her early youth, the singer struggled with eating disorders, and when the drinks and illegal substances came, it was a tragic mixture, and according to several publications, it was her bodyguard, Andrew Morris, who found the singer after her passing. Scarlett Johansson, who is known for her role as Black Widow in the Marvel franchise, is one of the highest paid actresses in the world, and at the moment, but back in 2012, she was one of the most speculated about ones. And that was after images emerged from her and her two friends on holiday in the Italian Isle of Sicily. The speculations were obviously about her and the bodyguard, as according to some, she took his job too much to heart, and some of the photos that the paparazzi managed to take on that trip showed that Johansson's guardian took his work seriously. Watch every single of the Blonde movies, you know? According to them, they were very discreet, but remember, someone is always watching. And here we enter the royal domain. It is well known that royalty has always had plenty of dirty laundries that could be aired. However, since the boom of the press and now social media, those things they like to hide don't just stay in the castle, as they now circulate in the media and around the world. Such is the case of Princess Stephanie of Monaco, who is the youngest daughter of the Prince Rainier of Monaco and actress Grace Kelly. The so-called rebel princess had been a singer, swimsuit designer, and a model. The princess began an affair with her bodyguard, just like in the fairy tales. The princess and the commoner. This couple seemed to defy the standards of that time, and she married Daniel Ducret in 1995. In 1992, they welcomed Louis, their first child, who was also followed by Pauline in 1994. It is said that it's thanks to the birth of their youngest daughter that King Rainier allowed for the wedding and for it to have been celebrated with the utmost discretion. Everything changed a year later. On August 28th in 1996, Interview magazine published a now famous photographs of Daniel in a very compromising situation with an exotic dancer. As it is with many things in life, sometimes these loves do not work out. The couple divorced a year later into their marriage, and just as it began in the midst of a scandal. Both have rebuilt their lives since the media breakup. Daniel secretly married Kelly Marie Lancian in 2018, while Princess Stephanie exchanged vows with Portuguese tightrope walker Adanza Lopez Perez in 2003, although the couple divorced just last year. And here comes our dear Lady Di to close with a flourish. In interviews that were recorded for posterity, the late Princess Diana, in the middle of the darkness in which the marriage of the Princess of the People was, she met Barry Manicky, a security agent who was assigned for the protection of the princess and her two children. The bodyguard accompanied her most of the day and everywhere, earning not only Lady Di's trust, but also her affection. Manicky was 14 years older than Diana, married, and had two children. However, it was only a matter of time before he fell in love with the princess. In the mid-80s, it was common to see him in photographs behind Diana or with William and Harry. In 1992, when the princess referred to the subject, and although she did not give names, she confirmed that he was the great love of her life. What many media say was that Barry Manicky, for whom she even considered leaving everything for and turning her back on the royal family. She also denied that it was purely carnal relationship, but if the above was not enough, once everything came to light, Barry coincidentally passed away in a motorcycle accident. In the words of the princess, it was a hard blow for her life, and at the time she was 25 years old when that tragic event had happened, and those videos gave life to a controversial documentary called Diana in Her Own Words, where she pointed out that this person in question had been intentionally taken from her. It started back in 1987 when the speculation grew stronger, and he was transferred to a diplomatic protection squad based in London, and all due to his inappropriate relationship with the princess. Then on the night of May 15th that same year, the officer was returning home on a motorcycle driven by his partner Stephen Peet, with him as a passenger. The motorcycle collided with a car of a 17-year-old teenager who had obtained his license shortly before. After the death of the bodyguard, the princess tried to move on with her life, but the grief was evident in her countenance. Although she had other affairs, for example with the doctor Hasnat Khan and the millionaire Dadi Al Fayed, with whom she passed away with in a tragic accident, the figure of Manicky was always present in her mind, and according to those close to her, at least it was. And this completes our list of movie-like loves. What is your impression of each of the ones mentioned above? Do you know any other celebrities who dated members of their security team? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.